Having covered the ins and outs of searching, let's cover a few ways that you can process the results that DEVONagent Pro gathers for you. DEVONagent Pro contains an internal archive where you can store results for later reference. In the Results tab of the search window, we can archive a page by right or control-clicking it and choosing Add to Archive. Or we can choose to send all of the results to the archive. So once we've archived a few items, we can reach the Archive window by clicking Window, then Archive. Alternatively, pressing Command-Control-A also brings it up. As you can see, we already have quite a few items here organized into groups. Clicking any group shows the contents in the top right pane, organized in a way similar to the Results tab. That is, you see a list with a preview, title, and URL. Then, clicking on any archived page displays a summary in the bottom pane. To create a group, we need to click the Add Group button in the toolbar and name it. Then, we can simply drag and drop items to the new group, very much like the workflow of DEVONthink. In fact, you can think of the archive as a small internal DEVONthink database inside of your DEVONagent app. As with the Digest and Results tabs, there are certain things that we can do from this window, and most of them are located in the toolbar. We can open an item in DEVONagent's built-in browser, launch it in our system's default browser, export selected items, or send them to DEVONthink. In addition, items can be deleted by either clicking the Delete icon or by pressing the Delete key on your keyboard. To the far right is a search field. With it, we can intelligently search only those items that are stored here in our archive. So this is how you can store results right here in DEVONagent. But what about using them externally? DEVONagent Pro also does a great job of integrating with DEVONthink, allowing you to seamlessly send results of your search to your DEVONthink database. Let's take a look at the different ways to do that. Now the first and most obvious is to use the DEVONthink icon in the toolbar. We can opt to add it as a resource, bookmark, summary, which adds the text summary that we see in the bottom half of the search window, or as a PDF, or web archive. Let's choose bookmark. Then, when we open DEVONthink, we see that the item has been added to our inbox. Another way to add items to DEVONthink is to right or control-click it and use the menu that shows up when we hover over Add to DEVONthink. Do note that in the Digest tab, we only have the option of adding a text summary to DEVONthink. Well, that's all there is to it. Now let's check out the different ways of exporting our results. Results can be exported in various formats to be utilized in various ways. However, the Digest and Results tabs have different export options available. Let's first take a look at exporting so-called reports. Now this can be done in either the Results or Digest tab by simply clicking on File in the menu bar and choosing Export, Report. Then, in the dialog that comes up, we need to select a format. If you're planning on importing your report to another app, such as Microsoft Excel or Apple Numbers, choose either OPML or CSV. But for now, let's choose PDF, type a file name, and click Save. This is what a report looks like. It's actually very similar to what we see in the Results tab. We see the relevance gauge, a thumbnail preview, and a description. So you can save this for later use or send it over to a friend or coworker for their reference. So what about exporting individual results? This can be done in the Results tab. To do that, we need to click the Export button in the toolbar. In the dialog, we can choose to save it as a bookmark, text, rich text, or a resource. Let's choose text, which exports only the textual portions of the page. The last thing that we'll take a look at is exporting a digest. As the name implies, this creates a text file that looks very similar to what we get in the bottom pane of the Digest tab. However, this can be done in either the Digest or Results tab. To do that, let's click File and choose Export, Digest. In the dialog, we have the option of choosing a plain or rich text digest. And if we are in the Digest tab and have selected a topic with a mind map, we can export the mind map as well. Let's export both. So this is what we get when we export a textual digest. And this is the mind map that we exported, a big help with research projects. So that brings us to a close for working with results. Make sure to view the rest of the tutorials to learn more about the search process and other important aspects of working in the program.